Metroplex, we join you from Jerry World, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboy Nation, here are your Dallas Cowboys.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has us set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
First down throw there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. It's 2nd down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Now here's Aaron Jones. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain there of 15. First down, Minnesota.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They get 22 yards there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
There's 2 elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them aligned. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
Play action now, it's McCarthy. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the draw, here's Jones. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Reichard's kick is good. And the Vikings are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. A return coming from the 14. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
Well, it seems like we say the same thing, doesn't it, going into every season? And it's part of being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. There's no bigger spotlight in sports. The pressure is on you from day one, and Dak Prescott has never shied away from any of it. So can he get back healthy? Can he be out there for all the regular season games? Because when he's been healthy and that group around him has been intact, they're a perennial playoff contender. Can they get back to that? I think that's what everyone around the league is wondering. And a lot of that success down in Dallas is going to come down to the play at quarterback by Dak Prescott.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And they'll bring him down just shy of midfield, but that is enough. It's a first down.
Gain of 8. And the Cowboys first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scale.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Jalen Redmond in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Short throw, caught by Ferguson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On third down, Prescott got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Vikings offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Jones. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. Has some room inside the 30. And he'll be taken down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Minnesota.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. They run straight ahead with Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will stay a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Hey, this upcoming week, it marks one of our favorite times of the year here at EA Sports. It's the kickoff to John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Week. Big John's such a presence on that holiday for so many of us, and we look forward to a big slate of games coming up on Thanksgiving. Packers and Lions start things out, followed by the Chiefs and Cowboys. What a scene that will be. And then finally, the Bengals and the Ravens on Thursday night. Dak can throw it here on 1st down. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
They don't waste any time capitalizing on their opponent's mistake, so they miss the field goal, you take the ball back. There's a lot of energy on the sideline. That's a big win for your defense. So what do you got to do?
Williams hit, and he loses the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Vikings with the edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. On 2nd down, they'll fake the handoff and hold on to it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
It is 2nd and 9. On the ground, this is Williams. And he will get into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead.
Vikings 3.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They've had to settle for field goal attempts on these first 2 drives, a make and a miss. So they'll go to work here on their 3rd drive. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. To the right side and corralled by Thielen. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can...
Oh, in trouble here with the snap, and that's a loose football. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Gaff. Nowhere to go, he is taken down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down, he starts moving around the pocket, nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Quick shot, caught by Colbert on the slant. Good work there to get this back close to a first down. 13 on the gain. It sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Williams, first down, and he's not done. And he will get into the end zone. Javonte Williams, touchdown, Dallas. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. Cowboys extend their advantage to 14-3.
14, Vikings 3.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Look a little play action here with McCarthy. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Now a handoff. Jones. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
They run it once more with Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
3rd and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. That's to the left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make. I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a 1st.
On the give, it's Jones. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
15 yards.
A pickup of 15 in the air. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
A gain of 15.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Get this complete. It's Addison again. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Set up the screen with Hawkinson. And he will score! Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. He gets it to go, and the Vikings are back within 4. It is 14 to 10.
Vikings 10.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's second.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On second down, it's Dak. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Dak. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Back deep for the Vikings, it's Miles Price. This fielded inside the 35. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Off he goes. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the 1st down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. There's Jefferson. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 42-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Reichert's kick is good. And the Vikings are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's down. His pass right side, caught by Lamb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, right back to Williams. He'll get about 2. Josh Metellus there on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now Prescott. Towards the middle, and that's Tolbert. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
That pass play good for 22. First down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
It is 3rd and 10. Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he'll take this one in. James Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch. And The ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Cowboys extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13.
Vikings 13.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
In motion, it's Jefferson. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
14 on the pickup. 1st down, Minnesota.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Peeling forward for maybe a yard. Dante Fowler.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Back deep to receive the explosive Kevontae Turpin. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he is stuck at the 35-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Cowboys first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
It's another run here for Williams. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
It's a loss of 2.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
They'll go again here with Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Vikings offense back onto the field. For their next possession, they'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Run. It's Jones. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On the ground now with Jones. And they'll take this down inside the 35. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. First and 10. Up the middle, here's Jones. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
25-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Vikings.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll bring up second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now Jones. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold him to a gain of 2.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So now McCarthy's going to bring up the Vikings, and they will go for 2. They're going to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion ties this game up.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
And the Cowboys.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. He'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Second down, Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
16 yards.
16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Cowboys.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And he broke through the initial contact, winds up getting about 3. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Prescott now. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's in! Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. That his second touchdown tonight. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. Cowboys go up by 7. 28-21.
Cowboys 28. Vikings 21.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome.
And they'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And a nice tackle in the open field limits the game to only one.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. They'll put Addison in motion. Again, it's Jones. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
To throw, it's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to get this close to a 1st down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this 1st down, and that's exactly what he's doing.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Williams, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go with Williams. him shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Dak. That's into the hands of Turpin. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
10 at the 49-yard line.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. The defense uses its second timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Pistol now for Prescott. To the left side, he's got Tobin. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Brandon
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' first down. As the defense could not come up with the big stop there. It's a gain of 8 on 4th and 2.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes. And you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Second and 11. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.